Welcome to our channel. Today, we embark on a profound journey into one of the most pivotal and transformative moments in American history, the American Civil War. The American Civil War, which raged from 1861 to 1865, was not just a conflict. It was a cataclysmic event that arose primarily from the deeply entrenched issues of slavery and states' rights, both of which would come to define the very fabric of the nation. In the early 19th century, the southern states found themselves heavily reliant on an agricultural economy that was fundamentally supported by the institution of enslaved labor. In stark contrast, the northern states were rapidly industrializing, embracing modernity, and increasingly voicing their opposition to the institution of slavery, leading to a growing divide that would soon erupt into open conflict. As tensions mounted, legislative attempts to maintain a fragile balance between free and slave states emerged, notably through measures such as the Missouri Compromise and the Compromise of 1850. However, these legislative efforts were merely temporary solutions, often serving to mask the underlying discord rather than resolve it. The situation intensified further in 1859, when the radical abolitionist John Brown orchestrated his infamous raid on Harper's Ferry. This audacious act not only galvanized the abolitionist movement, but also instilled a profound sense of fear among many in the South, who began to worry about the future of their way of life and the institution that sustained it. The election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860 marked a critical turning point in this escalating conflict. Lincoln, a member of the anti-slavery Republican Party, won the presidency without securing a single electoral vote from the southern states, a clear indication of the deepening rift within the nation. In direct response to Lincoln's election, several southern states chose to secede from the Union, boldly forming the Confederate States of America. This act of defiance was not merely a political maneuver. It set the stage for an inevitable and brutal war. The Civil War officially erupted on April 12, 1861, when Confederate forces fired upon Fort Sumter in South Carolina, igniting a fierce and devastating conflict that would engulf the nation. As the war progressed, it became evident that it would not be a swift affair. The First Battle of Bull Run shocked the nation, dispelling any lingering illusions of a quick and decisive victory for either side. Both the Union and Confederate forces faced monumental challenges throughout the conflict. The Union, bolstered by a larger population and abundant industrial resources, fought not only to preserve the nation but to uphold the principles of democracy. Meanwhile, the Confederacy, driven by a fervent commitment to their cause and a desire for independence, fought with valor and determination. In 1863, President Lincoln took a monumental step by issuing the Emancipation Proclamation, which declared that all enslaved people in Confederate-held territories were to be freed. This groundbreaking document transformed the nature of the war, reframing it as a fight not only for the Union, but also for the fundamental principle of freedom itself. The war was marked by numerous significant battles, with the Battle of Gettysburg emerging as a crucial turning point that swung momentum in favor of the Union. The Battle of Antietam remains etched in history as the bloodiest single day in American history, starkly highlighting the brutal reality of the conflict and the staggering human cost involved. The toll of the Civil War was nothing short of staggering. Over 600,000 soldiers lost their lives, and countless families were irrevocably affected by the loss and suffering wrought by the conflict. The war left deep scars on the American landscape and psyche, shaping the future of the nation in profound ways. In April 1865, General Robert E. Lee surrendered to General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse, effectively bringing the Civil War to a close. Just days after this monumental surrender, President Lincoln was tragically assassinated, leaving the nation to grapple with the profound aftermath of the conflict and the daunting challenge of rebuilding a fractured country. The Civil War set the stage for the Reconstruction era, a time characterized by significant change and relentless struggle for civil rights that would resonate through generations. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the American Civil War, a defining chapter in our nation's history. If you found this video enlightening, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments section below.